Hi everyone, and welcome to the live training with me, Kelly McHugh. Today we are talking about how expert do you have to be to teach yoga online. So many of the yoga teachers in my community are interested in teaching yoga online, and I have an online program that actually takes teachers through the framework, a proven framework, to create and launch their own online yoga course. But as I've been going through this process and having the teachers in my community who are really interested in teaching online, there's one main objection that I hear over and again, and that is the question: how expert do I need to be to teach yoga online? Many teachers believe that they are not expert enough to share their teachings online. And so this training today is here to tell you that it's not quite as simple as that. And perhaps it might not be about the fact that you're not expert enough, but indeed it might be about your own fears, okay? Because you might be thinking, you know, there's things I'm passionate about, but I'm not expert enough to teach that in a topic, you know, or teach that topic in an online course. But actually, the thing that could be holding you back is actually you and the way you're thinking about it. And it's not because you're not smart enough or not expert enough. It's not because you're not experienced enough. These are all reasons that I've heard multiple times, but the actual reason is because you keep telling yourself to keep small, okay? Because you're not willing enough to be brave and put yourself out there. And when I get emails during the launch of my program, which is called The Profitable Yoga Teacher, the vast majority of those emails aren't really questioning, you know, the program itself. The teachers are actually questioning themselves. You know, can I really do this? Is my yoga business really ready? Am I kidding myself that people would want to learn yoga online with me? And there are many reasons for these doubts, such as, you know, time, finances, whether or not they are, you know, equipped with the technical side of things, and much more. But in essence, those fears, those doubts are really highlighting the same thing, okay? They highlight the struggle that yoga teachers have with being brave, and that yoga teachers have with trusting themselves and backing themselves, even when it's something that they really want, okay? So when these emails come through, I help these teachers to really move beyond their self-doubt and to give them the confidence to take a chance and to step up and to really invest in themselves and to finally take action. Because, you know, these fears that you're not good enough, or that you're not smart enough, or you don't have the right expertise, these fears just hold you back from really following through on your dreams. So I'm sure that, you know, you also have plenty of stories around why it's okay, you know, to hold yourself back. And I'm sure that you often feel like an imposter or worried that you might be found out. But I want to tell you that you don't need to be an expert to create your own online yoga course, and that you really, as you are right now, are totally enough if you've already been through something that others haven't, and therefore you can guide them and mentor them, or you've got a unique perspective or a fresh way of looking at things, or you've got ways to explain things that no one else does. Maybe you've got your own system or a process to do what you uniquely do, and you have a special gift that people always ask you for help with, okay? Any of these things kind of, you know, popping up in your mind as true for you right now. Perhaps you just genuinely want to share your knowledge with others, and you realize that learning never ends, and you want to learn more and more and share that knowledge with other people. So if this feels like you, as I've kind of talked you through those points, then you really can create an amazing online yoga course and share that with the world. You know, there is no point in life where you suddenly become an expert, or where you suddenly feel like you're enough, or where people will, you know, appoint you as their leader. Fear never goes away, but it's about putting bravery as our constant companion if you want to go for those goals and go for those dreams. Okay, so let me know how you're feeling about this, and if you are thinking of teaching yoga online, is there anything that's holding you back right now? Is it the fact that you feel that you haven't got the right expertise, you feel like you're not expert enough, or do you recognize that actually it's your own fears of not being good enough, or feeling like you can't actually do it, that's actually holding you back? So share that with me in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about teaching online, and if there's anything that's holding you back. Now, everyone has their own idea of what an expert actually is. So I want to just kind of run through the dictionary definition of an expert. And the dictionary says an expert is having or showing special skill or knowledge because of what you have been taught or what you have experienced. And that's the key point here. It's what you've been taught or experienced. And you guys are all fully qualified yoga teachers. You've been taught how to teach yoga, and you've personally experienced yoga as a student and as a teacher. So it doesn't say that you have to be the world's most #1 knowledgeable expert. And actually, that's quite crucial, because you don't want to be the world's #1 most knowledgeable expert. That would make you less relatable to your ideal students, because you'd be way too advanced and ahead of them. You wouldn't be able to break things down in the right terminology, in the language. You'd be too far removed from somebody who's trying to learn or progress with their yoga journey, and needs you as their yoga teacher to help them with that. Your students want to be able to relate to you. So actually, you only want to be a few steps ahead. And by being a few steps ahead, you can share your teachings in a way that your students understand, and you can offer solutions for your students based on what you have been taught and experienced. Okay, so I think that's a really nice way. When you start to think of it like that, it really helps you to understand that you don't need to be this professor and be a real expert, whatever that might be, whatever you might perceive that to be in your mind. And actually thinking those things is really going to hold you back from moving forward and actually making the most of this incredible opportunity that we have as yoga teachers to get online, to use the systems and the platforms that are available to us, that are at our fingertips, and to reach students all over the world. If you are in England, you can be reaching students in America, just as I do. I'm teaching online. Yes, it's not yoga. I'm teaching business and marketing to yoga teachers, but my students are all over the world, global community. And there's no reason why you can't do that too, when you have a proven formula, a proven, tried and tested framework to follow, that allows you to learn all of the necessary skills, to have the foundations in place, and to use strategies to build your community, to create your course, and to launch it to your community. So I've created this mini series which I'm sharing with you over the next couple of weeks, the next few weeks. If you missed the last 2 weeks, so week 1 was all about the reasons. I gave you 5 reasons why teaching yoga online is an incredible and a feasible business model for yoga teachers. So I really encourage you, if you haven't seen that, to head into the video archive on the Digital Yoga Academy page and go and check that out. And then last week I covered 4 essentials to have in place before you teach yoga online. So that really is an essential training to watch as well, because we don't want to be just diving ahead and creating our course and putting it out there. You need to have some essential strategies in place before you go about doing that. Okay, the worst thing that you can do is spend all of that time and energy creating a course and not have a community to launch it to. So go back to the video archives on the Digital Yoga Academy page, check out those video trainings, and Today we've talked about how expert you have to be to teach yoga online. And then next week, I'm going to be talking about the type of course that you could create, okay? So that's going to be quite an exciting training to join me for. And I'll be talking about different types of courses and giving you an idea or some pointers to really think about what type of online course would suit you. So if you've got any questions about teaching yoga online, add them into the comments and I'll get back to you. But thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.